Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Before I begin, here are my disclaimers. Today I am going to give you an update about GOLDMAN SACHS Group INC quarterly report. The Goldman Sachs Group Inc. provides a wide range of financial services to various clients across the globe. These services include financial advisory services, equity and debt underwriting, relationship lending and acquisition financing, secured lending through structured credit and asset-backed lending, client execution activities for cash and derivative instruments, credit and interest rate products, mortgage, currency, commodity, and equity-related products. Additionally, the company offers asset management services across various classes, customized investment advisory solutions, wealth advisory services, private banking services, investment in corporate equity, credit, real estate, and infrastructure assets. The company also provides platform solutions such as credit cards, transaction banking services, deposit-taking services, payment solutions, cash management services for corporate and institutional clients. The Goldman Sachs Group Inc. GS stock price has experienced a significant increase of over 57% in the past year due to a combination of strong financial performance, strategic initiatives, and favorable market conditions. Key factors contributing to this surge include robust investment banking performance, resilient trading activity, strong earnings growth, and positive market sentiment. Goldman Sachs Investment Banking Division saw a strong rebound, driven by increased and activity in capital raising across sectors like healthcare and technology. The firm's trading desks also demonstrated strong performance, with equities trading revenue hitting a record in Q2 2025. Consistently beating analyst estimates, Goldman Sachs reported robust quarterly earnings, including a 22% profit surge in Q2 2025 and a 37% jump in Q3 2025. Strategic initiatives such as exiting lower-margin consumer banking and launching the Capital Solutions Group further boosted profitability. Strong capital returns to shareholders through increased dividends and share repurchase programs also contributed to investor confidence. Improved market sentiment, partly due to easing trade tensions between the U.S. and China, further benefited Goldman Sachs stock price. The acquisition of Excel Sports Management for approximately $1 billion in October 2025 was seen as an expansion into mid-sized corporate buyouts and the sports industry, causing a significant jump in the stock price. Overall, Goldman Sachs' strong financial performance, strategic initiatives, and favorable market conditions have driven its stock price to reach an all-time high of $854 on September 29, 2025. The primary drivers of revenue growth or decline at Goldman Sachs can be attributed to several key factors. On the growth side, investment banking saw a 12% year-over-year increase in revenue to $3.8 billion, while asset management and wealth management experienced a 5% YoY increase in net revenues, with management and other fees rising by 12%. Private banking and lending also grew by 18% YoY to $2.6 billion. Conversely, markets and securities trading saw a significant decline of 15% YoY to $4.6 billion, with net revenue decreasing by 17% YoY to $3.5 billion. Equity investments plummeted by 83% YoY to $110 million, while debt investments dropped by 49% YoY to $414 million. These trends suggest that Goldman Sachs' revenue growth is largely driven by its investment banking and asset management divisions, while its markets and securities trading business continues to struggle. Net income and profit margins decline at Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs net income decreased by 15% from $2.7 billion to $2.3 billion, despite a 12% increase in revenue. This decline suggests that profit margins also decreased, as the company's revenue growth did not translate into proportional net income gains. The return on average common equity, ROE, also declined from 12.7% to an unspecified value, further indicating a decrease in profitability. The decline in net income and ROE can be attributed to various factors, including increased competition, rising costs, or inefficient operations. However, Goldman Sachs remains committed to achieving its medium-term targets of mid-teens ROE and mid-20s pre-tax margins. To achieve these goals, the company will need to focus on improving profitability through cost-cutting measures, operational efficiency enhancements, and strategic investments in key areas. The company's debt level and interest expenses have undergone significant changes between 2024 and 2025. In terms of debt level, there is a notable increase from $99,790 in 2024 to $187,215 in 2025. This represents a substantial rise of nearly 88% over the year. Regarding interest expenses, the company has experienced an overall increase. Specifically, unsecured short-term borrowings have risen by $740, while unsecured long-term borrowings have decreased by $1,231. However, other interest expenses have decreased by $32. Despite these fluctuations, the overall trend indicates a significant rise in interest expenses. These changes suggest that the company's financial situation has become more burdensome, with increased debt levels and higher interest expenses contributing to this shift. The company's financial performance has shown a mixed picture across various segments and regions. On the positive side, investment banking, fixed income, currency and commodities, mergers and acquisitions, and asset management and wealth management have all seen significant growth in revenue and net revenue. Specifically, asset management and wealth management saw notable increases in incentive fees and private banking and lending. However, some segments have underperformed. Markets and securities trading experienced a decline in revenue and net revenue, while equity and debt underwriting saw double-digit drops in both metrics. Management's outlook and strategy. Goldman Sachs Management emphasizes its commitment to risk management through a robust framework that addresses various types of risks. The firm aims for a mid-teens return on equity ROE, with the current ROE at 10.5%. Its strategy involves hedging financial assets and liabilities, which can partially offset gains or losses. The company provides a range of financial services to corporations, governments, and individuals, positioning itself as a comprehensive financial services provider. The company's financial activities included a notable acquisition. In October 2025, Goldman Sachs acquired Industry Ventures, a leading venture capital platform. This transaction marked the only acquisition mentioned in the provided summaries. Conversely, there was no mention of any divestitures, indicating that the company did not sell off or dispose of any significant assets during this period. That concludes the financial summary for GOLDMAN SACHS Group INC. Feel free to comment below, and I will be happy to answer them when possible.